Ladies, welcome. That was that was a wonderful question, the best one we've heard all day.
Thank you.
Do you want to? Are there some tips, or like as you look at Coach's Gritty, were there some things that maybe you think she could work on to improve, or is it?
Overall,
she is what she is.
Overall rhythm could definitely be improved.
Overall rhythm.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think energy as well.
Energy, yeah.
You got to have that little.
That's a want to, yeah.
We'll come back around on that.
Yeah. How's Media Day been going for you?
It's been awesome, great conversations, pictures. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. Just talking to some of the other players and all that, it's fun to see everybody. You know, we see each other on the court a lot, but outside of that, it's not really the case. So it's cool to be here.
Alissa, we've watched you play from USC to Utah, and my question is there anyone who can guard you one-on-one? And I mean that in all sincerity. Is there anyone any women's player that come out and guard you and can stop you?
No.
No comment. I just
Okay.
I just go out there and play. You know, I'm not really somebody who just thinks about things like that. I just go out there and do my thing.
Let the play speak for itself, but
Right.
your teammate said it all. Yeah. All right, we're going to open it up to questions from the media. If you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll bring you a microphone.
Michelle on the right.
Hi, ladies. Michelle Smith from The Next. Coach was up here talking about how you guys still feel like you're hunting, that there's a lot to prove, that for all you accomplished last season and being picked to finish first, that there's still stuff left to prove. Can you guys both elaborate on that and how you feel like that seeps into your team conversations and the way you guys are approaching the start of this season?
Yeah, I think that we have expectations for ourselves. We as a team try not to focus on what other people have to say, what the media has to say. We really are just focusing on the inner circle and the voices that matter when it comes down to it. Because in practice, your parents or people on the outside aren't telling you how what you need to get on. So just focusing on each other and then putting those expectations, because we know what we're capable of. So just working hard and getting those goals done.
Yeah, to go off of what Gianna said, I think a lot of it is just the type of people we are and like the type of program we are. You know, obviously last year we had a great season and we, I think in a way, proved ourselves. But I think just that competitor mindset is just to, you know, we're not satisfied and we're just hungry to win. So it's always going to be, that's always going to be in the back of our mind, I think. And, you know, it's a good mentality to have because, you know, you're never satisfied and you're always getting better. So.
I'm going to go in the back right.
Alexis Davis, Cronkite News. Majority of the coaches in the Pac-12 are women. How does it feel to be able to look at your coach and just see an overall role model, not just coaching you on the floor, but just running a full program, everything that she does? What does that mean to you to have someone like that you can look up to?
It means everything. And I think something about when I came to Utah is Coach Lynn, she's a big reason why I came and why I made my decision. And just seeing how she's a woman, she's been through the sport, she's been coaching at the level for a long time, and so just that experience and that knowledge, and also that just like relation between with your players is super important for that relationship to grow.
Yeah, I think Coach Rob does a great job of just showing us how you can be who you are and lead how you are. You don't have to change who you are to be someone else, but your best and being who you are is what people want. And like we look up to coaches in the Pac-12, younger kids are looking up to us. So if we're acting and being a fraud of who we really are, it's not helping anyone out.
You guys, your program is very analytic heavy. Your coaches, you know, offensively and defensively look at a lot of numbers, and based on that, you know, who plays and how much time. And what's it like interacting with analytics and knowing that that's going into the decision making? Does it make it just easier to accept decisions because you know I've got to get better at X or Y?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps because not only is it like it's just proven and it's worked for us, and on paper it looks and it's like we've won a lot of games doing it, so it makes it super easy because you're like, why wouldn't it go this way? Because we've won. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of problems that happens with teams, sometimes it's hard to figure out what it is. And I think that analytic part kind of exposes what we need to work on and like what we're doing good at and things like that. So it's a good baseline for just getting better.
I'd love to get your scouting report on a few of your new players. You obviously had a couple freshmen and some transfers. Who's really standing out to you, and who should we know about?
Yeah, we have Maddie Wilkie from Wisconsin. She's been super consistent and just someone I feel like we can really rely on. We also have Nene. She's from Belgium. She's 6'8", and anyone 6'8" really just has an impact in the paint. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Our freshmen have come in and worked really hard, and I think everyone is that's new to the program is learning still, but doing a great job of just like making everybody around them better, working hard, and buying into what we're doing here.
Somebody else that's new is a longtime favorite of Coach Rob's, and that's Coach Judkins, who's been around. I mean, he played at Utah, coached. He's been everywhere, NBA. What's his impact been, especially on you, Alissa?
It's been huge since he even stepped into our gym. We were wondering who this guy is over here on the sideline. But yeah, I mean, like you said, like he's been through every level and he's coached on the women's side. So just having that knowledge and that experience, it's always going to help. And I think especially with him, like at my position, like I could learn a lot from him and, he could definitely help me grow my game.
Michelle, on the right.
Once you guys hit the Pac-12 season, because of as well as you and both Colorado have played, turning that road trip into such a difficult trip in the conference, how much pride do you take in making this a really, really tough trip for teams that come through the Pac-12?
I think we take a lot of pride of protecting our house, and that's basically it. Like, if somebody comes into our house, we're not gonna take it easy. We're not gonna, just be messing around. We take every game seriously, I think, and it's just that little extra pride I think we have at home to really get the win on those difficult road games.
Was the change at home last year? When did you just start feeling it? Like you were 15-0 at the Huntsman, and all of a sudden it was like tidal wave crowd.
Yeah, no, I tell them all the time. Like my first year at Utah, I'm like I'm excited to go play away because it's like we got the advantage, or like even at home. And so like I told them when I used to come play at Utah and I wasn't used to the elevation, like it would kick my butt. I'm not gonna lie. So being on the other side of that is definitely better.
Gianna, Coach talked about just what a competitor you are, and maybe one of the most competitive players she's ever coached in her career, which is really saying something. Where does that competitive edge come from? When you were a little kid, was it just always kind of inside you?
Yeah, growing up, I had 5 older brothers, so
That'll
just
do it.
Yeah, every day,
Lord.
everything in life was just competition, whether that was finishing dinner first or getting to the car first. So it was chaos growing up, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It was a blast.
I know you guys had team building, and you played some pickleball, and Coach Rob and Gianna were a team. Is that correct?
Yes.
How did that go?
Well, we have to be teammates, or else we get a little bit heated at each other because we both want to win really, really bad.
Did you win?
We did, thankfully.
Okay.
Coach is smiling in the back. Yeah, we can talk about. I mean, how's their pickleball game? We know how good of a gritty dancer she is, but how's her pickleball game?
Pickleball is better than her gritty.
Okay,
So,
all right. Good to know. All right, we got just about a minute left with you guys. I'm just curious for each one of you. You both have such developed skill sets. You do so many different things. What is the one thing that you have been working on that you want to be better at this year?
Yeah, I think at the beginning of the summer, I was just nursing an injury from the end of the season, so that kind of took away the first month or so. But then I've really just been focusing on details in my game, just like watching film from last season and just focusing on how I can get better defensively, and then like offensively in my shots, making sure that it's the best shots I'm taking, so getting really game-like shots, and then just focusing on making swishes and only counting swishes just so that I can be as accurate as possible.
Only counting swishes already.
Okay.
I think the biggest thing I've been focusing on, my last season, I think I finally got my confidence back. And just having that, I think going into this season, I've really been focusing on just being a smarter player and like with my decision making and just like being a teammate, being a leader. So I think like the little things like those could help benefit the team as well as myself. So it's something I've been really honing in on.